Hello, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday with 3W. Wellness Wednesday is sponsored by 3W Medical for Women, a nonprofit medical clinic offering free of charge or low-cost reproductive health services to women in the Seattle area, regardless of income or insurance status. 3W does not profit off of the reproductive health choices women make. The information shared in this podcast is the opinion of the speaker or speakers. Medical information is not intended as individual medical consultation, but for general education only. Always consult your own health professional for personalized advice regarding medical decisions. And if you're in the Seattle area, consider making an appointment to consult with us. I'm Helen, CEO and co-founder of 3W Medical for Women and the host of today's podcast. Hi there, Wellness Wednesday listeners. I can't believe that we are doing our 2023 year in review and look ahead podcast. It is already almost December. Well, it will be December when you listen to this. So crazy. The older I get, the faster time goes by. Glad I'm not doing alone though. So you're tuning in because you liked what we had to say last year, our quirky little team.
20 of you who listened.
Oh,
this year's going to be 25.
Yeah.
Because of my family will listen.
Record-breaking year ahead.
It will be, Mike.
I know. I'm hopeful. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well,
24 in 2024.
Okay. Well, we have in the studio today yours truly, but also Mr. Mike Jones. And what is your current title, Mike?
One of the co-founders of 3W and presently communications manager.
Isn't it too early for you to be this sarcastic? What is your real title, Mr. Jones?
Communications manager.
Thank you. We also have with us Juliet.
Hi,
Juliet.
Hello.
And what is your title?
I'm Advancement Director,
Yes.
and happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you. We're recording this on October 16th, 2023, so don't dox me, please.
And then we have our newest team member, right? Amber, you're the newest one, huh?
I think so, yeah.
You're the rookie of the bunch this year?
Very much.
Yeah. And what is your title?
Clinic Director.
Wonderful. It's been a whirlwind of a year for 3W always. Never a dull moment. I'm saying that a lot these days. But I thought we all sit down and each I just wanted to pick everyone's brain about what was the highlight for you this year, being at 3W, regardless of how senior or of how new. There's always something new going on. There's always something happening at 3W. So just would love your perspective on that. So let's start with Amber, since she's our newest.
Oh, thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, sorry. Well, sorry, not sorry. But what has been the highlight for you in the last month of being on board?
Like 30 days, I think, almost exactly.
Yes.
Well, starting, has been a highlight, and I've been aware of 3W just from the outside on the donor side, and also just experience through working with them through some of my past job type opportunities. And I think that probably the thing that stands out to me the most is what goes on behind the scenes, the passion, the care, how we serve our patients that walk through the door, and even serve each other as employees and volunteers within the organization. It's been a really cool thing to witness and be a part of, even though it's all just very new. Yeah, it's like every day is a new adventure. It's very quick moving, challenging, and navigating what we do in the setting of Seattle and in this area is also something that it's exciting because it's good work, and the evidence of what we do is quick. Like you can see it, the evidence come back, and that's really gratifying,
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that like right off the top of my head.
Oh, well, thank you for joining our team. I did warn you.
Yes.
Just for the record of how crazy our work is, but hopefully it continues to be rewarding. It continues to be satisfying and challenge you. You're such a competent and efficient and wise person that I kind of look to. So it's been a breath of fresh air having you come on board.
That's sweet.
And I hope that
most people just call me bossy. So I really like how you worded that.
I have my ways,
Yeah.
right? I have my ways. But it's just wonderful having you in the mix because I know it's going to better our organization and it's going to challenge us in ways that we need to be challenged, right? We're always going to either stand still and be where we are, or we need to continue to grow and evolve. And that's what I want for our organization. So thank you.
Thank you
For giving us a shot. How about you, Juliet? What has it been? 2 months, 3 months?
12 weeks.
12 weeks.
Yeah.
We could still
12
count
weeks, 2 hours, and
12 wonderful whirlwind weeks. And yeah, I love it here. Highlight, I'd have to say, my brother just asked me this a couple days ago. What is it about the job that you love? And I had to say relationships. The relationships are incredible. Not only incredibly talented staff, but a staff that has just big hearts. Just, I don't know how else to describe it, and then the ability to wear many hats and work together in the busyness with such synergy and really nice co-working spirit. So that has to be the highlight for me.
Mm-hmm.
And coming from the University of Washington, working there for 17 years, I loved being around young people, and then landing here and knowing that we're serving a community of young people is pretty amazing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy being part of that.
Well, thank you, Juliet, for being the second newest person to join our team this year. And for me, you've been such a stable and calming and motherly presence that I think we didn't even know we needed and were missing until you came around and was like, oh, she's going to take care of us. Thank God she's going to take care of us. And I'm grateful, because sometimes doing fundraising work can feel a little sterile sometimes. And you know how relational I am, and having you come along and helping to emphasize that relational and that value of mine, to not treat our donors and supporters as just a transaction.
Right.
You just exhume that for me and our team. And I think that has been huge advantage for you to come on and join our team. So thank you for being you. Next, Mr. Jones, birthday boy. What has been the highlight for you this year?
Well, I think there's that point when you kind of made the transition to taking more work from home days, and I think we all kind of felt that as a relief here in the office. So that's got to be number one. But two was the Mother's Day video that I got to make this year. Which
that was wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
yeah.
it made me just have a little.
I had
Just
a few,
one, though.
Yeah.
few tears editing it,
Yeah.
especially with my mom.
Yes.
She's in it.
Yes.
So yeah, I had that project in mind for a couple of years actually, and then it never really worked out to do it. It had been on a couple goals lists for previous years and didn't come to fruition. And then this year finally kind of got the footage from people, was able to rent a VCR because we had a lot of really old home movies submitted that I got to go through, and just seeing kind of different staff and also friends of mine kind of home movies that they shared, and then pulling, these moments and editing it all together was really enjoyable for me. And we got to release it on Mother's Day, which was really cool, and I thought poignant. So
Yeah.
that was my highlight.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to let you run with it.
I know. Yeah. And I got to see a lot of your home movies too. And
Yes.
you haven't
I know.
changed.
No, I have not. Yeah, you got to give it to me that I'm consistent at
Very
least, right?
consistent. Yes. Yeah. You were bossing your sister around.
Yeah.
You were putting your mom into timeout.
That's what I do.
I saw it all.
Well, okay. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that. And I'm sure you've clipped a bunch of them to use at my funeral. So.
Oh, goodness. That escalated.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mike, for continuously just bringing the creativity side to our advancement department. Your ability to take an idea that I have and run with it and make it beautiful and make it effective has always been something I really enjoyed working with you about. Even though you're the more artsy, brainy, Eeyore-ish side of me, I'd like to think that I match it sometimes with how artistic I can be.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like I surprise you with that's not a good color, right? No?
Yeah.
Like
this rug you
stairs.
picked is great.
What?
I love this rug.
Oh, for God's sakes. Okay. Well, just appreciate you. I don't know for those of you who are listening or even aware, but Mike edits a lot of my writing. So I'm so grateful for that because I'm not a writer. And he's a magician when it comes to getting to the point of what I need to say to you all. So you're welcome that you're not just getting me writing things. For myself, highlights for this year, there's just so many to even kind of go through, but it has been a year of immense personal growth for me, just professionally. And I hope to continue to be gracious and humble enough to keep taking it because as I turn 36, things are hurting. Things are tiring me, and I don't remember a lot of things. So my team has been
a baby still. Come on.
My team has been very gracious to me and have allowed me to grow into this role, this big, big mantle of being CEO. But we have more than, how many people do we have now, guys, on our team? Like 12?
I think
Yeah.
11 or 12.
11 or 12? Yeah. You have to remember, it used to be just me with my portable printer at Starbucks, right? Just coming from that and seeing the clinic busy, not just with patients, but with you all in the mix has been exceedingly rewarding. And never in a million years I thought we would even get here. I know I wanted us to grow, but with the type of talent and with the type of expertise that have come to the table this year specifically has been mind-blowing for me. So I'm just so grateful for all of that. I think I still have some more gas in my tank to go.
Yes, you do.
But I also feel like good that if I ever had to leave for some reason or check out or something like that, that things are going to be okay. And that's really comforting. I did not have that feeling 2 years ago. So thank you for all of you for doing that. What are your hopes for next year? What are your hopes? Mike?
I am a man without hope.
In a perfect world, you're also very logical and tangible. So what is a tangible hope that you have for us next year as an organization?
As an organization.
Yeah, not a personal one. Organizational one.
Maybe just to get to a point where we feel like we're ahead of the curve and not playing catch up. I feel like, at least for me in my role, I'm always not necessarily playing catch up, but I'm never ahead. Like I'm always kind of just coming in right on time with projects and things like that. And, and you know, there's different factors behind that. Some of it's just the limitations of being a small team and like Juliet said, having to wear so many hats. But yeah, I think it would be nice to you know, when we have, well, yeah, just that basically.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
Great. That's a great tangible goal. How about you, Juliet?
Looking ahead,
Yeah.
I'm learning every day, and I think this upcoming year will be a huge year of growth for me, especially in just cultivating more relationships with donors. I think it would be fantastic, and I'm sure, Helen, you've mentioned this already, to open the clinic during the weekends and be more accessible for patients. If it's not this coming year, then definitely sometime in the future. Yeah, those are a couple of my goals.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good.
How about you, Amber?
Yeah, what Juliet said. I mean, I think 3W is so unique and wonderful at what they do that I just would love to see us have more exposure and be able to, have open provisions on the weekends and be able to operate at that level. I just don't want to be a secret. Like, I think the whole Seattle greater area needs to know what we do because it's so excellent and so well executed. So I just would like to shout it from the mountaintops and have us, have a full schedule all of the time and actually be able to accommodate that staff-wise, financially in all areas. So it's not, two of us doing the whole entire thing. So to have it be well run, executed, and just keep everything at a level of quality that we're used to already providing.
Yeah.
So that would be my hope.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. I mean, that as you guys were talking, it reminded me of, the cherry on the top this year of winning our Best Women's Clinic. Never in a million years. Like, I don't know if you were in the room, Mike, that day, but we got the email and I was like, yeah, right. I literally thought it was a joke.
Right.
And for it to be real and true, and now we have a plaque in our waiting room that kind of solidifies all of that. We're gonna milk it for all it has, people. just you're gonna get tired of hearing about it. But it was, again, just a really proud moment for all of us, because I understand how many people, how many hours, how many blood, sweat, and tears went into achieving that. And it's so, from my perspective, it's evenly distributed to everyone that has been involved in the creation of our organization. From the moment that Melanie and I kind of conceptualized this idea, we did not think it would get to this point. And thank goodness it has, because we were thinking so small. So I echo what, with all of you, and saying I would love for us to continuously be a force to be reckoned with in the Seattle area. I think we can provide women with real health care that does not profit off of whatever decision she wants to make. And I think we have a really cool product to continue to highlight and shine. And I think it will better our city in a lot of ways, because I see the patients that come through our doors, and I see just a shift in who they are when they leave. Even between us trying to figure things out on the fly, it's better than what she's received elsewhere. So I'm grateful for that in so many ways. So
Helen's crying, for those of you who are listening and can't see.
Oh my gosh.
We just had to stop the recording for about 20 minutes so she could recover.
Wow.
Well, we talked about what we are looking for next year, and I think I echoed that. But thank you. I guess I want to wrap up and say thank you to all of our donors and supporters. We are 100% donor funded. Each one of us are being fed because of your generosity, of your willingness to trust us with your treasures. And I just want to give a big, grateful thank you to all of you for allowing us to do this day in and day out. It is hard work, but I think for me personally, I wouldn't be doing anything else. So thank you to our donors and supporters. I hope you enjoy this podcast and our quirkiness and our heart and our genuineness of just utmost thank you for allowing us to do this. Thank you guys for joining me today.
Thank you. Great to be here.
For more information about 3W, please visit our website at 3wmedical.org. That's the number 3, the letter W, medical.org. From there, you can learn more information about the services we provide, book an appointment, or make a donation if you'd like to support our mission. You can also call our office at 206-588-0311. That's 206-588-0311. If you like this episode, please share it with others and consider subscribing on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, stay healthy and be well.